Now watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when the run and bass drop. I rose up, took a shower, purified my art field, took copper for a wall to ensure my chlorophyll is pumping. Done some curls for sure, I'm more to build solid foundation. My crown chakra core and hill, pound the pavement. Sacred ground, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child. Rid the land of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple highest form, spirituality's how you teach math. A humble beast is still a beast. Now feel the beast wrath, rain fire upon them, and the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its quorums. Establish Big Ma household, she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Ways the heart as I sun ray my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Ways the heart as I sun ray my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge born is when run and bass drop. Relax, host, note to self, quick plan, hit the gas. Shaft is called my turn, take the risk and spaz. Who's the vaccinated? With chips in they ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grits in their cash section. Watch videos without the subliminals, predictive programming weirdos from minstrel shows. The land's contaminated, fruits and vegetables, like minerals, the water and skies I fry. Liquid chemicals, technology got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beasts and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next pop to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox. Off the chart, I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, X marks the spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best part. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Ways the heart as I sun ray my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Ways the heart as I sun ray my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when the run and bass drops. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the great matriarch. Honor and respect to our ancestors. Jah, you've always had a father.
It's on one of the requirements to come. Oh, you are. It's no requirements. Well, we don't have walls up yet. It'd be you know what? I'm gonna speak up. All right. So when more people come in and chime in, I'll speak on it. It's no requirements. Just willing to learn, to be able to tough it. It's not the winter time yet. Well, it still is kind of the winter. We have time change today. I think we're sunsets to 7. We've been in a tent for the last 6-7 months. We've literally been since fall. We've been living in this big 10-man tent. Now I have 2 more tents. I have a hot tent and I have a 4-man tent. The hot tent's actually right there, and the 4-man tent's down in the shed. Well, we're getting ready. We're supposed to. I got the thing of tongue oil. Let me show you let me show you, okay? Came today. This is what I should have been getting, right? But they didn't have it. I had to special order it. Okay? And so this is what I'll be getting for all the buildings. It's natural oil, so we don't have to off-gassing and stuff. don't mind R19 or R15, no, like certain fiberglass. Off-gassing from that is so minimal. It's really nothing. No spray foam. We can use Silfit, whatever that. There's not that much off-gassing, but we don't know about the heat. So we're gonna treat the wood today. So we want to get a deck up, get the 4 rooms established, and then get the other deck built. So we can get that done as long as we have all the screws, the nails. I mean, we got nail guns, we got all kind of tools to accomplish all kind of things. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow and the next day. I gotta look again because it changes, you know. So we gotta treat those wood, get those in the deck, and start cutting the SBA. Getting the plywood, getting the insulation. We've got enough insulation. I might have to, maybe I have to go pick up one more, get the deck insulated. Then we can start framing up. You know, those are the joists. The joists is what you call the floor. We gotta get the studs, which is the walls, the 2x4s and all that. And then we'll work on the rafters, which is the wood up top. And then when we get that together, get the other platform, and then we can start stationing, picturing like if women come, they can have room. Now we're not going to beautify all that right now. It's not about. It's about getting the buildings up, getting the greenhouses established, and that's work. Sadly, a lot of people don't know what kind of work that is. So the requirement is to be able to listen, to be able to take correction, not be misguided. We have a good time, you know. To be responsive to one another, and if that's not the case, you know what I mean? It's just the way it is, you know. And it'd be magnificent to see some sisters come together, but like I said, it's hard to give up convenience. Most people wait until something bad or something wrong happens. I would have truly enjoyed other people coming here. I would have purchased the 10-man tents and could have got the cots together, and everybody could have had a way to be together and with a circle of community, just like the past. Well, there was a time when there was no snow and no cold, but we're dealing with that now. Okay, so that is part of a requirement to be able to tough it. Use a porta potty. We can get another one to maintain some kind of cleanliness. We're gonna build a shower. I gotta see how much those 1,000-gallon tanks are, or 2 of them, so we can do a stack, do a gravity with electric. The heater on Amazon was like $185. That's why I ask people to donate. It's like we can have all these things. I have to actually match it, so it's not like anybody's buying it. And there's only 1 or 2 people that actually bought stuff for us, and I appreciate them so much. But there's so many, and I just expect everybody to come in together. But I put no great expectations on anybody. We could have been further ahead, obviously. I'm not going to lean on my daughter. I'm not going to do that. Other than that, you know, yeah. Yeah, so I got another one of these coming, y'all. I ordered quite a few things. I was tying up my I'm going to tell you another story. I sprang, or may have hairline fractured my foot. My knees feel so good. Did not cure the heel. I had surgery on my right one. My left one's a little jacked. But the exercises I've been doing have allowed my legs to be a little stronger. I've always been kicking and stretching. I started doing more yoga. I jumped off the back of my truck and landed right on a rock. The other day when I was taking the 1.5s, taking them to the shed, I jumped and I had concrete. I had to drive that around there. Man, I was just being, well, the ones I took up, I jumped off, like over the side of the truck. I would never do that. It's been a long time. I landed right on the rock. The rock was still sitting right there. I was showing teeth. It was still right there when I landed on it. So slowly, because I ran the other day, I sprinted. I guess you could say like a 40-yard dash. I sprinted, and I sprinted back, and it aggravated it. And now I'm like got a little wobble, but that doesn't stop. You know what I mean? Other body is just like yours. You know what I mean? But you're capable, and I know it's going to heal. So I'm not even bothered by it. So yeah, I got this. I got 2. I got 2 of these. I think I showed this. Did I show this? So instead of getting just one because they didn't have the big one, I got 2 of these, and we still got a little bit of this up there, and we still got a little bit of the other small white bottle tongue oil. We went through 2 of those, but this right here will help us get through a whole lot. So order another one, so we should be able to get all the walls, all the studs built, and be able to treat them all. The top is the top deck is different from the bottom, and we should be having more than enough to get the second and even get into the third. So, and it's not too expensive, you know what I mean? So yeah. So good. This is really good stuff for anybody that knows about using tongue oil. It's really, but you got to really be careful. Like, get a mask if you need one. Use some gloves, okay? Anything and everything is toxic. You know what I mean? So I'm supposed to have a box of gloves coming so we can use. I'm not big on throwaways, but they are. But I can use the old dish ones. Maybe I'll pick some up over at Safeway. We'll see, the green or yellow ones. But and we got masks, we got all kind of stuff. So you know, but we're out in the open. Now when we get inside, yeah, you know what I mean. Let's get ready to eat an apple. Yeah, I want to eat anyway. They made treaties with tribes they recognized federally and ethically. They were in cahoots with the Iroquois Confederacy. My destiny, along with the ancient ones, to return for everything they owe. I don't mean government sanctioned funds. I got other artistic notions of mine that's high flown because the land's fly blown. Look for me in a cyclone. Great spirit, quick in my bones. I'm a true and living soul. DJ, what's up, Carrie? What's going on? Hey, Chandra, Marcus, what's going on, Lovis? What's cracking? What's going on? I hope that was enough information. Like I said, the qualifications is yourself. And we don't have a way that we convenient for somebody in a wheelchair yet. But even when we get there, wheelchair, it don't matter. You know, we'll make sure it's equipped for any and everyone who wants to be part of something and learn and learn their own growth. You know, nobody else tell them how, or you know what I mean. We don't need one thing we don't want, because we're not religious and this, that, and other. We don't need people who are strung out on drugs, man, and we don't need nobody to come lying about it, because we can't fix what a person or individual doesn't want to fix, and we're not going to tolerate it. No secret alcoholics and all that other stuff either. We enjoy, and it was like, we're done. We work out, you know. You ought to see Ganja when he's running around barefooted, man. I'm like, oh, it's great. But boy, he can run on that damn ground, bro. I'll be like bullhead and rocking. Hey, boy. And I got karate feet. Don't get it twisted. Maybe I will. We'll see. I lose about another 15, 20 pounds. Because I like running. Even with my bad back and all that, I still like it. They rather have you vote the queer way. Controls the confusion, use it a cavalier sway. Conspiracy theories get them for fear's sake. Most what they call history's merely hearsay. You offer salat or pray to them we'll pray. Since a lot of y'all woke, then let's hope this year make the year. Oh, Mike, what's up, baby? Angel's language, devil's dialogue, anguish. I'm breaking in my new I got a pair of old white ones I get away. I got a pair of blue ones, my boxers. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm gonna do that at least. I was supposed to do it today, my feet hurt, but I'm still breaking them in. Because like when I was growing up, we used to go up there and visit Customado and all that from Pennsylvania, Dewdrop. I used to box in my white shoes all barefoot. But they were made here in America. A lot of boxes and stuff like that today made in Taiwan, and you know, not saying it's bad because a lot of boxes and all that, but I'm not gonna be going barefoot for a while. When these things get sweated out and all the dye and whatever black socks I'm wearing,
attraction and addition.
Then we'll, you know what I mean?
And Russia, some are still enlisting. It's fictitious corporations, armed forces, and its mission. Not problem solving, but multiplying. Issues in a cult-like fashion. People in bulk dying instead of us unifying. You rather talk flick through an iPhone screen. Disrespectful with the comments.
Look, ain't no seed? Oh, I got it.
Reality, you cry, moan, screen, personality.
I like the seed.
Wait till y'all out with this next cyclone bring.
I ate that one, yo.
I'm more enlightened now.
Keep that, you know what I mean? When I start sleepwalking, no, I'm shit. Well, you sleepwalk.
Outside the box, you to stop you. What's the savage to the sacred? You like average, basic. Need more than your tablet and apps to come back with this creative. Deflate the hatred. I give love. If it's not reciprocated, no love lost. Straight my natural state is, and I'm not yet in my prime.
So I'm gonna start hitting my drills. I'm thinking about buying another heavy bag. I left the two that, you know, I left the other two I had. One on the rest that was built that I concrete in the ground. And the one that I had when I was a page, I gave it to somebody in the neighborhood that boxed. So I'm thinking about getting another one. 175, 200 pounder. 175, 100 pounds is good too. Is awesome. But I want to put it somewhere where there's a good flat surface and dirt. So barefoot, light shoes, kung fu shoes, you know, whatever it is, you know. And I'm gonna start just working my drills, like 2 minutes, going here.
And a lot of music, it's only talking,
just form, you know, and my body movement, you know, my jab.
The oppressed rising up against the oppressed.
Never cupping the thumb, just keep it, because you'd be surprised when you can gloves on. Just then my raps back,
only people that's scared,
like 100, 100.
Only people who have any harm coming to them are those who.
You know what I'm saying? 100. You know what I'm saying? Start getting in the combos. Boom, 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 boom. Start getting my weaves, my bob, you know, my weaves and my bobs back together, stepping, switching my feet, peekaboo. You know what I'm saying? Jumping around, peekaboo. So yeah. Angeline, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, I was boxing since I was a teenager, so Muhammad Ali, blah blah blah, all that. When he was getting ready for the Thriller Manila, whatever, right out there. I was there for a short time. I didn't get to see a lot of the other kids, you know. Grandpa, Charlie Wright, Dynamite, Charlie Wright, yeah, man. Knight was gone by then. Knight, George Knight, he was gone. It was something else, man. It was really, really something else. Stick up my green tea, guys. It's gonna be killed whenever I fight from above. I'll be given the right, so you better be ready to ride tonight on the way to the dawn daylight. Woo! Now I'm gonna take my B vitamin. And tomorrow I won't be taking it. Just every 2 days. I took my magnesium. I used to take my B vitamin with it, but it's not the case right now. So I won't take the magnesium. I took 3 of those. And I don't know if I want to take that one or I got the fermented. I don't think I want to take the fermented today. And oh my goodness, I don't want to use that one either. Oh God. And then I got, oh wow, I got that too. I don't want to take that one. I have good B vitamins that.
You know, everybody has taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful. You want to be like Trump. Gimme. Push. Step. Crush. That's how it all is.
Step. Crush. Step. Crush. Blah. There we go. I'm not messing with that iron. It's crap. Excuse my language. It's not good. Excuse me. And I'm not using that one either. You know what? Oh, it fell. Oh, damn. I didn't even see that, man. Jeez.
strong. That's strong.
Okay. I don't know if I want to use. So this one's right here. This is third. Watch, this is fourth and fifth party tested. Most people never heard of that. They ran it through, and I didn't have to send it off. This vitamin B complex, pattern wellness, is really, really good. Like I said, this is a little stronger than the fermented. That's why I like the fermented. But this, and then it may give you a real golden shower. You get me? But I don't mean it in a perverse way. So usually,
This for my aunt, baby.
it's 2 capsules, right? I take 1. I don't take 2. It's just be like urinating gold. Excuse me, but that's what it'd be, and I'm not doing all that. So I get these once a month, and the fermented one, yeah, which is the chapter. Chapter's really good. I'm taking that for a long time. Whenever I drink, I don't take B vitamins. I don't take no vitamins. If I drink, I don't take no vitamins that day and for like the next day or two. Like charcoal. That's all I take is charcoal. Well, I take what's called to help because you really mess your liver up when you drink, right? And you don't want sugar. That's why I'm not big on beer no more. But I take stuff that helps my liver. You know what I'm saying? You know. Deceivers. No one can stop me, neither. The more I sacrifice, the more powerful I am. Spiritual guys, cowrie shell, flowery smell, preparation, foreplay, divination is the doorway to a transformation. And drink enough liquid, people. Even if you got to put a lot of key lime and lemon. And drink your water warm. Don't be drinking your water cold. You know what slag is, right? Okay? I had to learn that the hard way when I was powerlifting, getting dizzy. Yeah, let's drink cold water because I thought I was overheating. Drink the warm water, okay? Remember, your stomach is only that big. Well, mine's, yeah. It's probably a little smaller right now. I weighed at 199, 198 when I showered the other day. Woo! I never take what they ascribe except for vitamin D. I will double up on the doses of vitamin D like in the morning and at night, depending on how much sun I get, because you know how it's been with all the stuff they do, you know. So, and that's about it. And K2. So you can take K2 outside of vitamin D, but let's make sure the vitamin D3 you're taking is a plant-based one, still with the sterols, the cholesterol, you know, all that stuff. Don't take that other stuff. That is, you know, I forget, it's take the I forget how to pronounce it, but take the whatever it is. Okay, that's good enough. Nope. Okay. Anyway, I can get all that down. I'm not here to talk about that right now, okay? Used to drink coffee with cream and sugar until I started putting sugar in there. Man, they sugar like, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, that sugar's no good, man. For fertility? Well, for fertility, you know, first of all, stay away from processed food. You need to correct your body status. Stay away from processed food. Very important. And for women, you'd be surprised at what, I know the eggs are expensive, and that seems to be the all scream because they're manipulating everybody, so they talk about, yeah. Anyway, a couple of soft-boiled eggs, you know, like poached, sunny side up, 1 or 2. If you're going to eat rice, and I said this before, get the wild rice or get the brown rice where the grain, the heart, everything is still there. Excuse me. It's just like wheat. If you're going to partake in wheat as far as a grain, that stuff's not bad. It's how much you take. And remember, it does help clean out the flora and all that. You know what I'm saying? As far as parasites and stuff. As long as you get that right roughage. But it's long boiling. Just like real chopped red grits, like chopped oats. It's unprocessed, and it takes a little longer to cook. To get ready and everything. And don't be shy of actual good sea salt, black Hawaiian salt, sea salt, Celtic. Stay away from that stuff because you know Morton and all of them, those individuals, you know what they've done. They stripped the iodine. They did it with purpose to make sure that you didn't have no health or whatever. If you decide, for women, for fertility, if you decide, make sure you have the right amount of iodine. Make sure all your minerals. Get your B vitamins. But one vitamin that most people, and you never see them talk about, is B17. And you're going to get that from apricots. You really get it from the seed. Now, if you can look into Google how to extract vitamin B17 from the apricot seed, and that is one thing the women need most of all, is like crazy, and iron. What kind of iron? You really need to eat your leafy vegetables. You really, really need to. Collard greens are the best for us. Cabbage, phenomenal. If you're growing your own cabbage, if you grow your own cabbage and you cut ahead and you grow two from it, you'll notice if you're using real good soil with a lot of phosphorus and everything, it'll get greener. You see a lot of cabbage out here, it's like they whitewashing that. They're removing a lot of the, you know what I mean? The good stuff in it. For those that know me, knew that I grew cabbage and everything else. I had Ganja, he was growing cabbage out here, but the Halloween's got to it. And it tell you, it grows. It's just like celery. You can keep growing celery nonstop and just keep cutting off and you can eat celery and cucumber. You can actually take, for fertility sisters, listen to me. You could take, you know how you buy the spinach, the baby spinach that comes like this, or arugula, even better. Take you a few of those leaves, take you two stalks of celery, and take you about a quarter, like half of a quarter of cabbage. Blend that down, and you've got 5 minutes with cabbage because the enzymes, and drink it. I don't care if it's pulpy or not. Drink it. It's bitter. It's got a bland taste. Soapy. Drink it. And if you're going to get iron, make sure it's not metallic. I don't know about chelated iron. I've never seen that. I've seen copper and alloidiol and silver and monoglow gold and all that kind of stuff. I'm not too big on those, even though I've had alloidiol silver and alloidiol copper. But I like chelated better. Monogram gold, I have it. It's down in the shed. I can get it and bring it up and show you what it looks like. It's kind of reddish. But iron, you want a plant-based iron that's not going to be too hard on you. It's like zinc. Zinc is hard on my stomach. It makes me nauseous. I want to throw up every time I take it. Doesn't matter if I eat or not. It sits there. If I eat and it sits there and it sneaks up, I'm like, it's every time. It's not that I need a lot of zinc. It's just zinc is another good thing because they strip it out of all the food. All the food, if you ever pay attention, it's literally, if you look at it and how they're processing food and the genetically modified, they're stripping it of all the essential minerals and metals, all that. It's all minerals, all the metals and everything. They're stripping it. They need you not to grow older. They need you, and I don't want to push this because I know I was talking about earlier. And that's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Asparagus and Brussels sprouts for men. Brussels sprouts, like macadamians and all that, and Brazil nuts, roasted water chestnuts, which you have to leach, like acorns. We used to eat acorns. I grew up, we used to sit them in a barrel for like 5 days and will help your testosterone levels come back. Don't go running out there taking this newfound deer antler crap that the Chinese, because they're going to sell a whole lot of stuff. Your body can reconnect and recorrect itself as long as you fast. And ladies, take a day or two. You know, stay away from sugar. Stay away from sugar. You too, brothers. Goes to the prostate. Stay away from that sugar. All right, it's unnatural. It's been through so many chemicals, washing, and especially from beets. Beet sugar, and there's 262 different types of names. Guar gums, If you can't get natural agave, learn how to harvest it yourself. Get the sugar cane, get an expeller, cold press it, the little, like we used to do when I was a kid, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get molasses, real molasses. Take your tablespoon, throw it in something. Learn how to acquire the taste of the stuff that I ancestors. I remember we used to eat brown rice, and Grandma used to put a whole tablespoon, molasses in the rice. And then it went from there when she was working in nursing and all that, because she was a candy striper and working at Bellevue, the psych wards. She started giving us sugar, but it was cane sugar. you heat it up, you put it in the sun, dry it, and you put it in your mortar, and you had So I hope that's kind of helpful. Another thing is red chard, blue chard, yellow chard. It's good to like kale. Don't boil your stuff. Put it in a colander or get you one of those baskets like the Japanese use, the wicker, and steam, poach it. And you'd be surprised by even salting it, all right, to kill some of the bacterial stuff. You can scrub. We used to scrub our collard greens, snap our peas. We used to soak them in everything with vinegar and cap full of bleach, and a big old. Seriously, y'all. And that's how you beat off all this listeria and all this other crap. They're literally doing that intentionally. Okay? And this is how we get back to reclaiming. And no, I'm saying this, so they might do something disturbing. I don't know, but you know what I mean? Feeds parasites. Which one is that, Angeline? Oh, yeah. Sugar. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, salt kills. Yeah, salt is excellent. If you get good salt, okay? Good salt. So eating food for us. I don't know if that's future, yeah. This is the one. And if you want to grow what you like right here, I'm going to order some more of that copper wire, because whether we use PVC pipe or whatever, don't worry about the PFAS, you're already full of it. Whatever we use to grow as far as the herbs and stuff, I'm going to wrap those in 99.9% pure copper and put it in the soil. Put it in the soil on the top, not in the bottom. We don't want it graining up and all that. In the top of the soil, wrapped all the way down to right before the water feeder. You know what I'm saying? And you can even put crystals in the dirt. Wherever, just put them in the dirt. It's a frequency, the earthy. I'm not going to say no more. These things you should know. Starting my parasite cleanse and heavy metal detox. And be careful with that, okay? I have several types of gut cleanses I have not ever used. I'll show those another time. We're going to go ahead and get into reading a higher. You know what I'm saying? Aetherian. Yeah, brother, you already know. But that's good if you have. I can show you one. Let's read. Oh, I'm going to knock everything over knowing me. Oh, man. Oh, no, this is for if you drink alcohol, you take 3 of these and phew, you're good. My apologies, I ain't meant to show you that. That's one of the secrets of the trade. Thinking that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess with that now. Oh, no. Don't let me get my Mr. Magoo on. I'm not going to do no voices. This one right here, I used this when I was in, right before Page. This right here, Gut Guardian, it's pretty good. I didn't use it as, I mean, it's just one scoop. And I'm kind of funny about things but I saw some people using this and I was like, what's that? And it's like, this is Gut Guardian. So I have it just in case. But I do the ginger in the morning. Pineapple kills parasites. I chew 2 cloves a day, 1 after my first meal, and usually I only have 1 meal, and this is a couple of smoothies, but 1 after my meal, and then put it in the smoothies, and you can put your clove in the smoothies too. Phenomenal. If you have black walnut, phenomenal. Killing parasites is not complicated. Just most people didn't know nothing about it. It used to be we had that natural form of turpentine back in the 60s and 70s that you could take half a teaspoon and you drink the vinegar. Oh, man, it was nasty. Mom was like, oh, my knees are laxative. And she'd go and give me 1 tablespoon of that. I had to be right by the bathroom with no drawers on. Tablespoon of that? Boy, listen here. I'm scared to do that now. But my pipe is working pretty good, so actually a little overtime sometimes. All right, let me get this. I got another one that Where's the other one at? All right. No, that one's still closed. So I have a couple more up top. Like I said, I have about, I don't know, 5, 6, or maybe several. That's just one of them right there. I have a few more in the back. I don't feel like digging through all that and y'all hear everything fall and all that crap. Let's see what's the block. So lion's mane, and then for 15-day gut cleans, this right here will wreck your shop. Okay, you want to take a what you call it? Oxygen powered detox. All right. Now, to me, 15 days is just a little too much. I feel like if you're fasting and you're taking a couple of natural herbs, you're good to go. It just depends on what you put back in your system. Okay. And you know what I mean? I have to have my branched chain amino acids because it's just the way it is. You know what I mean? All right, let's get this read on. All right, we're going to get into the scrolls of Haya. Oh, here we go with the wind. The fragment of the dome, visions of the deceased beings and experimental lands. Claudio Nocelli, Nos Confounded. I want to say something else. I was doing it because I thought it was fun. I was waiting for somebody to say something. It's not really anybody. Well, maybe it is. I don't care. People looking at your stuff. Right now, everything that you do, when Sophia came online in 2013 or before, 2006, Sophia has been learning, and regardless of what the name is now, and it's had a couple of names. And right now, what they call the artificial intelligence is what's been learning from you. Whatever that thing is, Chat GT, and now it's a different one. It is literally studying every one of you. It is looking at you. This is not new. This is just new again. Oh yeah. So you want to talk about an alien? Well, Ghost in the Machine. And it's studying everything you do. It knows everything you do. Everything as far as your phones, your tablets, your computers, your laptops. It is compiling in a way that 1,000 of you couldn't compile in that speed. Even right now, it is studying me based on not the contemporary of what I stated. Okay? And y'all need to be aware of this. All your porn and everything else. I'm not saying be afraid of it. That's the last thing. Add to it. But the thing is, it is making what y'all call a decision. Did you get where I'm coming from? All right? So be mindful of that. Yeah, cast oil. With just how much you should. I know, DJ. It's all good, man. It's all good, brother. All right, so let's get into this. All right, Claudio Nocelli, Nos Confounded. That's our brother right there in Argentine. All right. All right. So last 2 chapters here, and then we'll read about the author a little bit, which I think he's pretty cool. I like what he's done. Like I said, I followed him for a long time. Because the material is just phenomenal. You know? So, Haya's legacy. Let's get right into it. Joel held the pages tightly. I was going to do like I usually do and start. You know what? I'll do it. Just a little bit from the other day. Joel set the pages down carefully, his hands trembling slightly. Many pages are missing, Claudio. But what's here is already enough to know that Haya represented something the custodians could never control, the awakening of humanity. Outside, the wind seemed to intensify, as if nature itself responded to the power of what we had just read. The scrolls of Haya held truths far deeper and more dangerous than we could have imagined. And yes, I am on my 5th day with no pill. It's rough, y'all, okay? But I'm enjoying it. Joel held the pages tightly, though a slight tremble was visible in his hands. His eyes moved over the lines as if each word had been etched into his memory, as though he could recite them without even looking. Oh, that just closed up on me. We sat in silence, along with the sound of the wind, inside the forgotten shed. Reality hit us once more, as heavy as the weight of those words. Joel broke the silence. Haya, at 17, left the temple. It says here that he embarked on a journey beyond what they called the walls. It doesn't specify what walls these were, but it's clear they weren't just physical barriers. There are missing pages at this point, but what comes next is astonishing. I leaned in closer, captivated by the narrative Joel was painstakingly unraveling piece by piece. His voice grew more intense as he described Haya's return at the age of 39. And when Haya returned, he was no longer a youth but a fully realized man. He had crossed the walls of deception, and his eyes carried the radiance of free lands. In the places he spoke once more. In the plazas he spoke once more, Not as a leader, but as a brother. Reminding them of what they had always known within. Do not seek in thrones or in the shadows of the great. Do not kneel before those who offer salvation at the cost of your freedom. I have seen my Father beyond the walls, and I assure you, the source is not found outside, not in temples or idols. It is within you, in the love you give, in the awareness that elevates you. When you remember this, no chain can bind you, no lie can hold you back. His words were simple and overwhelming, a power the custodians could neither understand nor control, and thus the seeds of freedom began to sprout in the hearts of those who listened to him. Joel paused, raising his eyes to meet mine, searching for my reactions before returning to the text. Do you see what I've been telling you, Claudio? This wasn't just a spiritual message. It was a declaration of independence. Haya challenged the entire system the custodians had built. And he did it with love, with awareness. He didn't argue, fight, bicker. Malice meaningless. Without weapons, without violence. Is there anything else purer than this? I asked, the question coming from deep within my heart. But that purity made him even more dangerous. I remained silent, reflecting on what I had just heard. Haya's words were not just moving. They carried a simplicity that hit with the force of a tidal wave. Not a whole lot of something out of nothing. Joel continued reading, and the words took a darker turn. Pay attention. And when the custodians hear of my return, and of the crowds gathering around me, they will send their agents to silence me. But knowing their intentions, I will leave the city of temples, and my steps will fade into the horizon. However, understand this, they will not stop me. Even after my departure, I will be found elsewhere, speaking to the humble and the wise, leaving my message in the hearts of those ready to hear it. And Joel paused, his gaze locking onto mine. Depthness and seriousness, right? This, Claudio, is where things get strange. Some records say Haya was killed when he tried to return to the city of temples. But there are other accounts written in the margins of these pages that tell a completely different story. He leaned forward, pointing to a note written in a style more recent than the rest of the text. Haya was no ordinary man. He was a messenger of time, claiming to have met his father and the ancestral brothers beyond the walls. Undoubtedly, he was a presence meant to transcend the cycles of resets and the custodians' barriers. Those who saw him after his supposed end speak of a light that surrounded him, and of words that resonated in their souls long after he was gone. They say he comes from lands beyond the ice walls, directly connected to the source, and that his mission is to guide humanity toward remembering their true essence. Now the wind outside seemed to intensify, striking the roof of that abandoned place with an almost deafening force. Joel closed his eyes for a moment, as if he were processing something barely comprehensible. We don't know what happened to Haya, he finally said. Maybe he died, maybe he didn't. But what's clear is that his message lives on. And that's what the custodians fear the most. Haya's words could be a beacon in the darkness, but they were also a reminder of the danger we face in seeking the truth. The text of Roktov and their connection to Haya. Roktov. You're right, I know. It was a moment of honesty, as I believe Joel also deserved to know part of my truth. I cautiously told him that I possessed some texts from the legendary book of Shiki. These texts reference an enigmatic figure known as Roktov. Until now, I had kept them in reserve, not due to a lack of value in their content, but because they carry a depth and delicacy that demand the right moment to be revealed. Curiously, many had likely suspected that their existence. However, I had never felt the urgency to publish them until now. After deciding to release the text of Haya and witnessing how his teachings resonate with what I have from Roktov and the book of Shiki, I understood that this is the precise moment to unite both revelations. So I decided to first discuss it with Joel. It was essential to ensure he understood the magnitude of what I was about to share and that it would later join text, as I had not planned to release until, the timing felt right. The transcendence of the words and the connections that could emerge between the lines of both texts made this the perfect moment to include the text of Roktov in the upcoming book. Each fragment will open doors to new reflections, offering a broader understanding of what we consider humanity's true mission and the forces that have worked to keep us blind. It is time to release the words that have waited in the shadows. So the next book will be, and I've been looking for it, Roktov, Rukthuv. All right. Now, as I always mention in each of my books, do not take these texts or any others as absolute truth. Truth is a personal journey, and I invite you to seek it within yourself in what resonates with your heart. Research, question, and reflect on your own. Only then will you find what you truly consider to be true. Chapter 22, Joel's Note. Before concluding this first part, Joel provides a crucial clarification based on his years of study. He asserts that both within the known lands and in other areas beyond visible boundaries, there exist small fragments of or portions of land that, according to his research, are part of the celestial lands, or terra incognita. These areas appear to be points where the common laws of reality fade and extraordinary events take place. Joel specifically mentions the line of absolute zero, a mysterious territory where those who cross or even approach it have experienced visions of the future, premonitions of other worlds, or inexplicable connections to something greater. He believes these regions are not accidents but natural openings to the original design, where the barriers imposed by the custodians weaken, allowing glimpses of the higher purpose that unites all lands and human souls. According to Joel, these places hold key answers for understanding the connection between the Great Dome, Roktov, Haya, and the celestial lands. About the author, born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, lover of occult stories since he was a child, he followed the skies closely after spending hours reading about UFOs and everything related to extraterrestrials, but something did not fit him in those interstellar travels until the story of the navigator would finally dispel so many doubts. In addition to the ideas of ancient books of mythology and travel that created a possible connection with lands and planets behind the poles, planets, everything began to have another perspective and sense, especially regarding the human past and the infinite spiritual potential. Creator of the YouTube channel Nos Confoundum and Nos Confidium, with more than 11 million views. It's probably more than that. I would advise y'all to check his page out, but I am waiting on the next book. And he has the trilogy. He has all of them here, and I tell you, I have them all. So, and I have a couple on Kindle, surprisingly, which is I like to listen to, which is pretty awesome. You know what I mean? Plug in, get my brain scrabbled. I'll take Black Walnut before. What was that, huh? Oh, let me go. Y'all been flopping away. Show it again. Okay. I apologize. Here. Oh, let me hold it up. Feel good. Good guardian. Y'all take a picture of that? This is lemon ginger. Chill. You got it? Well, everybody take a screenshot if you choose. All right? And I haven't used it yet. I've used it before. Like I said, my neighbors, you're red. Well, he's kind of skinny. And I was like, all right. He gave me a bag of it. And I was like, scoop. For about, man, look, I go to the bathroom enough. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh. But I do want to get down to about 185, 190. I just want to get there and stay there. That's pragmatic. It's beneficial for me. And I want to make sure that what I consume or what I drink or whatever I prefer, right, that it's not just on the marginal line, that I'm adapt to it. And it's something that I can stay with. I like to every once in a while go out and have me a pizza. Don't get it twisted. Yet, I know how to make them too, and healthier. Okay? So tomorrow we'll be getting into my journey to Antarctica, crossing the first dome. And this is actually prior to this, but this is excellent just to read now until the next couple of books come in. And I will definitely read that. I'm going to read some more Power of Now and the Science of the Sacred Secretion. I want to keep that going. There's a plethora of information. Matter of fact, Tobias is actually reading the Power of Now. He's highlighting plethora of great information, in there, okay? Creepy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Gary. How far? I think Black Walnut before that is. No, it's all right. No, it's okay. Black Walnut is actually pretty decent, and it's good to do that. With a couple of other things, and because Black Walnut kills certain parasites, but it doesn't kill all of them. Like I said, in the AM, it's good to cut you up about a quarter of a teaspoon or half of ginger, and eat that on your empty stomach. Oh yeah. And then for those who like to break their fast, right, that first one, whatever you put in, make sure you got a little fat in there, because you need that cholesterol. They keep pushing this low cholesterol nonsense. I'm just so tired of it. You get bad cholesterol from bad processed food, so remember that. Get you a clove and chew that clove afterwards. All right? Same thing, at least twice a day. All right? Or if you want, make a smoothie. Get you, I guess, a quarter of a teaspoon of clove powder. You can grind up natural clove. Throw it in there. I like the hemp seeds, when I do a smoothie. Usually can go with 3 tablespoons. I always do 1 tablespoon. It's phenomenal because it's roughage. It's like fiber. That's what it is. And it's phenomenal as well. Pineapple. Great for killing, which I forget what 2 parasites it kills, but it's phenomenal. It doesn't kill what the black walnut kills, but it kills another form. There are a plethora of parasites, but you got to remember there are parasites on your outside and inside that your body requires. This stuff won't harm or damage. It may expel, but the natural parasites of your body, pretty much this one, actually comes right back in. It can operate and allow no leaky gut and all this other stuff. The natural parasites that are in you can perform their duties, like the flora and everything else, which is on your tongue, in your throat, you know what I mean, your lungs, and grabs all oxygen in your gut and your intestines, you know what I mean? So always remember those things. Yeah, brother, you already know it. Breathe and fly. Please. Appreciate you. Friends from the tree of life. That's right. Kazakh causing ones. I love that. It means regardless of you, separate your own pearl. If you begin using signs and symbols, cruxes, all those, we went over the cross and all that stuff, and talismans and stuff, unnecessary. Very. And I know. All right? It's like when we're talking about the Star of Rim fam and all that stuff. It matters not to them. It's a spell over all of you. All right? And then some people go, well, remember, use the menorah. You don't need to use nothing. Everything that's constructed outside of you is a mirror of who your life and everything else, but you're not living it. You're not coexisting as you should on a plane of existence that you should. You're existing and you know what I mean? Without giving it a whole lot. In their consortium. All right? So, appreciate you all. Remember, Cain and Abel is you. It's personal. Cain and Abel. You can say Mary and Sue. I mean, that's all it is. You kill off the Christ. You take yourself to the lower place where there's no connection, no reverberation, no vibration. And then you walk into the dark closet, and then you wonder why is Pontius Pilate pointing a pilot direction. Pontius Pilate pointing a direction. And you grab it and run in that direction, not being aware that you're washing your hands of who you were and accepting the new dynamic of what you come to exist in. I'm not saying that's factual. I'm saying look at it another way. Instead of creating more something, let's retract back. All right? Get your weave, get your bob, you know what I'm saying? And allow yourself to coexist with not the phenomenon, but the you. All right? Discriminate. Exactly. Exactly. Discern. See. That's all discern is. And without bearing false witness. Don't be like Hagar and the rest of them. Don't let them cut the crown off of you. Samson's hair, the dreads, the crown, don't let them cut that and make you a flat plain, a peasant. Out there to till when there's nothing there to till. You get what I'm saying? I mean, there's so many other ways to look at it. All right? So I hope y'all, well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope that y'all enjoyed the read. We use the terms that people have a deeper understanding about. No greater I, no existence without you. All right? I'm going to make me some tuna because I'm hungry. I appreciate you guys. And share this if you don't mind. If you want to donate, you know the Cash App. If it's up to you. Oh, and Millennial. Thank you, hon. She donated. Thank you, hon. And I'll see you guys in the AM. All right? Have a wonderful evening. Beautiful beloved sisters and brothers. All right? Strength, power. That makes for a hectified battery, doesn't it? Yeah. See y'all in the AM.